Let's see. No, phone, tablet. Let's stay on our diet. Let's do a good thing. No, I'm going to show you delicious desserts every single day. Okay. Nope. No. Oh, don't freak out. Don't. Oh no. Okay. All right. Share. Give me 1 second, guys. You're like, why are you on live just making weird facial expression looking down at your tablet? Because I promised you something and I'm trying to get it onto the link. And I make weird facial expressions. You guys know that. You kind of are into it. That's why you're following me. um, no, I'm trying to get you guys Charmed by Nicole's information. Sean gave it to me last night and I needed to pull it up on my tablet so I could put it on to the information. I'm going to put it in the link. I'm going to put it in the chat. And then I'm going to also put it in. I'm going to put it in the I'm going to put it in the description box because we all know the chat disappears for like 72 hours, sometimes a week, and then people are like, I don't have it. So Charms by Nicole, thank you, Sean, for getting her information. If you want to learn how to make charms or have charms made, this is a person to go to. She is amazing. And I think it's an excellent it's not a very pricey thing, but I think I have some Harry Potter ones in my head, like making like a very specific Harry Potter bag and making it for each house. And I thought having the charms for each house can elevate the bag even more and making the price tag for the bag go even higher and even making the bag look even more uh exclusive. So if this is something that you were looking for, I think this is a great avenue to have. Good morning. Yeah, I just cut it. Yes, Sunday. You guys just seen it up in a conditioner bun. Good morning, Arnetta. Hey, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. When I meet a buyer, okay, so I just met a buyer Sunday. I met them, I always meet them at a public location like a mall or like usually it's a walking mall, like well, I live right by a mall, so like a huge mall. Like so we met at like a Shake Shack. Because I sell bags all day, every day, and I also do Comic Cons and things like that. I have really pretty paper brown bags, and I do like these labels that have my name on it, like Nova's Knits, and they have like they have like my design on my paper bags. And so I stuff my bag I stuff my bag in with the bag in the bag. That's a joke my daughter does. She's like, "Do you want a bag for your bag?" It's a She always thinks it's funny, and it is because you're presenting a bag to a person within a bag or a box. So it's a bag. You're given a bag within a bag. And I wrap the bag in tissue paper, or if most of the people that I usually sell to are very environmentally conscious, and a person I would tell you to look at how they wrap um their bags or their wallets is Nico from Sonar. She is very environmentally conscious as well. She doesn't over exaggerate on the wrapping, and I feel like that is very important. So I usually wrap in like regular, like recyclable like tissue paper, and I put it inside a bag, one of my brown bags, and I shove a little bit of business cards in there and I give it to them. Most of the people I see and give it in person, they want to open the bag right in front of me because they want to ooh and they ah in front of me. So I usually make it very minimalist so they can open their bag in front of me and we can discuss the bag, and they usually want to take pictures and all that stuff with it. So if your customer is going to be anything like mine, do it where they can open the bag in front of you. If it's like if you're trying to do it like Louis Vuitton style and they're standing there, you're going to be winding up holding your arm like this and they're opening the box in front of you, and it's a lot. Now, it's different if this person is like, "Hey, this bag is for someone's birthday." Then you can go balls to the walls. Yes, I said balls to the walls. And like and go ham. Decorate this thing. Make a bag box, stuff it with tissue paper, do whatever you have to do. But again, be environmentally conscious. I cannot stress this enough. We have to do better so our kids can do better. Like we had to do better than our parents. Our parents thought it was okay to do soda pop can rings and toss them in the ocean, and it's killing. We were taught at a young age that, hey dude, these are killing fish, and you're like, dude, I see my dad throw his 6-pack can in there and man, it is killing fish. So we have to do better so our kids can do better, and our kids have to do better than the next generation. And it's not like don't care, do the right thing. So just get environmentally conscious, like something that's easy to biodegradable, or something that like if it like gets wet, like I found Robin and Marja and Tracy and Lisa are probably going to laugh so hard if they're watching this particular episode. I found out that the packing bubbles that I guess comes from Uline, that I if it gets wet, they just disintegrate. And I had no idea. And so Lauren was like, "Yeah, take one and put it in the sink." I was like, there's no way they disintegrate. So I go over to the kitchen sink in the Wizardry Citry in this packing bubble that Melissa is packing all of our cups in. You put it in the sink and it just disintegrates. And now I'm thinking about getting this packing stuff for like birthday boxes or Christmas boxes, because I know if it goes into the environment, as soon as water hits it, it just melts away. So just this going back to the story, just be conscious if you're going to do it for a birthday gift or something. Just then that's when you pack it all fancy, nice, but environmentally conscious. And that's it. In person, make it easy, because the person's going to want to open it up in front of you. They're going to want to see what it looks like in front of you, and deep down inside you want to see what their facial expression is going to look like in front of you. That never gets old. That always is like the butterflies, like you're going on your first date. You love to see people's facial expressions when you do it. But please, 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 don't do it in an area that is not a well lit parking lot. And if you don't feel safe, ask someone to come with you. Ask your friend, a family member, your husband, or like your wife, somebody. Ask somebody to come with you. There's no shame to bring somebody with you. I have a tendency of bringing Kendall with me because I'm socially awkward and he's really great. Or ask another sewing buddy so that way that they can take pointers. If you have a sewing friend in the same area as you, become besties and be like, "Hey dude, like Arnetta lives in the same state as me." She like, we live in the same, toss a coin. I could be like, "Hey Arnetta, come with me. I have to deliver a bag." "Yeah, come." And we're together. Less things happen when there's two people versus one. So just saying. People are loca. You just do, just do it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the charms are really nice, huh, Christine? And like, I think you should just go for it. Just just try Nicole's charms. She one, if you don't wanna do them yourself, she really makes nice charms. But two, if she teaches a class, I'm telling her she needs to do it on YouTube. I told her I would love to do like a video with her so that I learn how to make it with her on live and we could do it together because I feel like I learned so much and I was like, my husband's not the kind of guy that's like, "Oh, another hobby." He's like, "Oh, cool, you learned something else new." He's very supportive. I felt like $1,000,000. Like I felt like I came out of there like I learned a new hobby. Like I was like, I want to put zipper pulls on this, because by learning that, I realized you could just add to zipper pulls too, and make them even more snazzy. And a million ideas sprung into life just by sitting with this wonderful woman and her husband. And I learned how to do something, and it was really cool. But it also is really cool. I know that if I have a really extreme project, like if I have a bag that I'm working on that I'm selling for $400 or $500 and I want to do it something special, like if I want to create a special one of a kind gift, I can reach out to Nicole and be like, "Hey, can you create a charm for XYZ?" And she can make a charm, send it to me, and I can put it on this bag, and it can make the bag even more glamorous than it's going to be. And I love knowing that I have that as a resource. I think that is amazing resource to have, and she's so good at her craft. So definitely. Good morning, Diego. Let's see. Yeah, the tissue paper is great. But yeah, that the popcorn thing, I had no idea that as soon as you put them in water, they just melt away. And I thought it was gonna have like a weird like film, like a slime thing. I was waiting to feel like, if you have a Connie Corso or a Great Dane or a dog that drools massively, then you know what I'm talking about. I thought it was gonna be like this film and I was gonna start getting the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, I didn't have nothing. There was nothing there. It was like, what the hell? This is some Harry Potter magic. I was not prepared for that. So oh, okay, I'll definitely search up Anika girl. Oh, that's cool. I always want to find my doppelgangers. So, hello. Yeah, definitely. You got make sure you just go with someone. Even if they don't walk out with you, just have them in the car. Even if it's like, if you only have your teenager and your teenager's like socially awkward or they'll say something that's crass because most teenagers do. Think about ourselves at 15 and 16. I was not the nicest person. I would just say whatever I wanted to say because I thought I knew everything. 16-year-old Shadova was I wa I was a Dawson kid. I was a Dawson Creek kid. So I was like the same age as them. So I would use precocious words in the most I sounded like them. Let's just say it like that. And my mom, like, she would roll her eyes so hard at me that I was afraid that they were gonna get stuck in the back of her head. And I would do it, especially at the most inopportune times. And she would be like, like, and now when I have those flashbacks, I know we all have these flashbacks. I like, why did I do that? Like, so I allow these graces with my teenagers because I'm like, I remember Shinova as a teenager, and I wasn't, like, rebel, like, trying to, like, run away from home or do something. I was just an asshole. Like, I was a Dawson Creek asshole. I related so hard to that show, it wasn't even funny. Um, yeah. And I was growing up in Orange County. It was a twofer on that one. Um, so just have them wait in the car if they're socially awkward like my kids. And that way, if something doesn't feel right, if you don't come back to the car in a couple minutes, they can, call like, "Hey, Dad, Mom hasn't done it," or they can call you. Just always be safe than sorry. We just live in a weird climate, and I feel that there's something awkward or weird popping off every day in the news, and we have to teach our children to be safe, but at the same time, the way we teach them is by following the rules that we're trying to lay down for them. I'm gonna go meet someone to deliver a bag. Do I go by the self, kid? No, I bring someone. And if there's no one there, hey, I'm bringing you, but you need to stay in the car with the car's doors locked and the AC on or the heat on. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, call your papa. He will tell you what to do next. Like, or like just Just better safe than sorry. Oh yeah, when so like most of I still had like blonde tips, so I went ham on the cutting part. It shrinks up and then it gets really long. Curly hair is super deceptive. It's really long, but then when it shrinks up, it's just if you guys ever have you ever watched the episode with Seinfeld when George was like, it's shrinking because it's the pool? That is my hair. So, good morning. All my curly hair girls know it. Io and Vita would be like, yes, I understand. The assignment. Any curly hair girl in here would be like, yes, our hair is longer than you think it is. The shrinkage is real. What up? Kelly's in the Delmarva area too. Kelly could be my ride or die second too. Anyone in the Delmarva, like yes, there's a lot of you that are on here. Io's in the Delmarva, same with Vita too. Until Vita flies south for the winter. She's my snowbird. So yeah, curly hair is crazy. And then it gets bigger. Throughout the week, it just gets bigger as one does in the curly hair community. But that's why I told you guys on Monday or Sunday, I was like, dude, it's autumn. You got to change up your hair routine because we're gonna have less humidity, dry, whatever. I believe in hair health too. Just I don't know. Because I get a lot of people like, how do you have such thick hair? And I'm like, genetics, genes. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. And my dad is in his 70s and has like a full head of hair. I'm not talking about like, where people have like that receding hair. Like, no, my dad's hair is glorious. It's always been glorious in all his glory. Um, but he also takes really good care of his hair. Yeah. Yeah, shrinkage is real. Yeah, my youngest one, they always tell me to go outside and touch grass because I do. I between work doing YouTube, Patreon, and actually doing commissions for selling on Etsy, and then making bags for events like Awesome Con, Otakon, and all that. I'm mostly in the basement. Now, do I go outside? Yes, because my kids have like after school activities, whether it's football, track, um, the guitar practice and all that stuff. I'm the person that's like whoop, zipping around and going and do stuff. I don't get to touch grass often for myself unless it is meeting someone in person. I'm lucky that because I do Awesome Con, BaltiCon, and all the stuff that is in the Delmarva area, most of the time if people commission me, they instead of paying for shipping, I'm like, hey, if you can meet me at the mall in front of XYZ or whatever, it's usually Shake Shack. It's usually a place that they feel comfortable at because sometimes these people buy they're picking up a person, they're like, hey, let's eat lunch, and then I meet a friend. That's why I also said don't treat this as a single transaction. You make a friend and you never know, you might meet a friend that you might have in your circle for life, or you might have a customer for life and they have other needs. They're like, oh, it's my friend's bar mitzvah, son's bar mitzvah, I want you to make them a bag, or like we're all going to a screen party, can you make us all these? Like you might have a customer for life. Treat people well and people will treat you well and respect. So like I believe in this balance. um so I get a lot of people from my area, and then I try to avoid shipping for all purposes because first of all, shipping costs a boatload of money. And two, I hate rolling and like squeezing bags into a box. Like it breaks my heart. So it's cool. Now, when I do on Etsy and I have to do it for like Missouri or California, I have to do what I have to do. But I even do shipping with bigger boxes, so I don't have to like really squish it. It depends on the bag and this how stable it is or whatever. But again, I do thank you gifts. You hear me say this all the time when I'm shipping off a bag. I do thank you gifts. I'm so appreciative to these people that took the time out to do buy from a small business, first of all, and buy from me. So I love doing thank you gifts. I'm really appreciative, and this is how I build my clientele. Most of my people are repeat people. If you go on to, again, my Etsy website, like you'll when you go through the custom like the comments, the 5 stars, you're gonna see things that you're gonna see within our community. You're gonna see like Lauren's tags, like I can't believe she has like these Lord of the Ring tags, or you're gonna see people saying like this is my 8th bag that I bought from Shinova, or like this is because I build a clientele. You can't treat people like this is a one and done. You can't treat people like it's a one night stand, and treat them like you're in a relationship, and I promise it's going to pay off. And I treat people really nice, and in return I get treated really nice too. And be authentically you. That's all I have to say. Just be you, and be cool, and treat people how you want to be treated. If someone's rivet popped off, you don't, I'm going to charge you $20. Like, no, just fix it. If it happened within a year, just fix it. A rivet costs you absolutely nothing. If you're able to meet and like, hey, I'm going to fix your rivet, and like you see the purse is a little bit dirty, clean it up, wipe it up, like vacuum it out, and meet up again and let them have it. Treat them like that. Treat people how you would want a really high-end purse. Like you wouldn't, if Judy and Burke was like, no, I'm going to charge you for this rivet and you need your purse to be clean, you'll be like, what the, I'm not going here. Like, treat people well. That's all I have to say. I treat people how I want to be treated, and it pays off. And if it doesn't pay off, then it's cool. I still treat you good. I'm, that's my personality. So, yep, some folks are for this season and some are for permanent. And I treat people like I want them to stay around. And then it's my husband was taught when my husband was talking when we were talking with the person on Sunday, we were laughing because people go to AwesomeCon. You're gonna see at AwesomeCon people wearing my bag, and it will be from like 6, 7 years ago. And they'll be like, I still have this bag. It is still amazing. You know what's so great about that is, one, that I know my sewing can stand up. If you have my bag from 6, 7 years ago and it's bulging, that means my stitches are the shit. I hate to say it like that, but no, I don't hate to say it like that. I mean it like that. My bag, you're wearing it still. You're telling me you wear it every single day. She's wearing a park sling that is bulging at the seams because it's stuffed to capacity, and she got it from 6, 7 years ago. And then I have people that are regular that try to find me every year to buy a new bag. Every year they come to AwesomeCon not only to get things signed and meet up with their friends, but they come to find me every year just because they rather see my stuff in person, and they rather not pay things through Etsy. They come and they find me. And that's crazy. And that is such an honor, and that's an honor I'm never going to take for granted. So, yeah, I'm down here in this basement. I'm a basement dweller, and I put different collections in and try to think of different bags every single day, because I know that somebody may buy it come March 1st or February, when I'm at one of these conventions, and I'm perfectly okay with it. And it's pretty fun. So, yeah. So Nicole's information, again, I put it in the comment section, and I'm going to turn around and put it in the description section. Yesterday we sewed half of the Pandora charisma, and it was so funny because the way I broke up the half pack is that we did all the pockets, and we're going to do the gusset and sewing it all together the next part, I think this week or next part of next week. But we did the front pocket, and if you haven't seen it, the front pocket has this really cool hidden zipper. There is a mesh pocket that's on the back. This is the middle pocket of the Pandora. I wanted to show you this because when you open it, when you see the bag as a whole, when it's finished, it's hard to show you all the cool little nuances. So it has like this cool pencil pocket and this 3D pocket that is put together really charmingly. It has a nice slip pocket. This slip pocket does have a key fob, but I didn't have the hardware in the color that I wanted, so I omitted it. And it has this tablet holder, and this one has foam in it, and so that way it can, if it moves around or falls, you have some kind of protection that like reverberate the shock. Now these have wings that are going to go on the gusset that kind of hold the pack together, so that way it doesn't, like, it's not wide open. The gusset prevents it from like the gusset come the gusset kind of prevents it from like going too far open. And on the back, we have these little snazzy connectors that you can make it wear it as a backpack or a sling, and we have a zipper pocket. So we did all of that yesterday, and I had so much fun. But yeah, this bag is like, if you want to do pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets, it's the Pandora. There's no real need for a modification because it literally has every kind of pocket that you possibly can think of, from hidden pockets to mesh pockets and whatnot. And I was encouraging them, if there's like a pocket style that they don't like, and there is one that they like in particular, to omit one style and go for another. So if they really want the mesh pocket and not a simple slip pocket, to make two mesh pockets and call it a day. I personally am a fan of a mesh pocket because it reduces bulk tremendously, and I like the way it looks in bags. People have a tendency to gravitate to them when I'm selling them because they can see all of their like wires. They love it for wires, like their chargers or their earbuds or whatnot. And it just looks cool, and it comes in an array of different colors. And you can use different stuff, like you can use like mesh for power mesh, like you can use for leggings and sportswear. You can use that instead, and it gives it the same look. So I think it's really, really lovely. So I'm excited to do the second part with them, which is the gusset. There's two gussets, and then we're pretty much binding it. The reason why I broke it down like this is because the binding does take a lot. There are 3 areas that you have to bind, and the second area is the little bit more complicated. So I wanted us to take it very, very slow, so that way that everyone can be on the same page and they can see how it's done. That is the most complicated part, and the rest of it is cakewalk. The Pandora, when you look at it from afar, it looks like it's really complicated because it's like this, but it actually is quite easy. It's just, it looks like it's a lot because there's a lot of components, but it's not. But again, you're able to wear it as a regular crossbody, a handbag, a sling, or a backpack. I think this is a great gift to give someone during the holidays, and you can make it an array of different themes, or as a great gift to wear for yourself. You also can put like a release cord on here, so that way you can do a buckle release, and I think that is a snazzy little idea too as well. So that's what we're doing over here on Patreon, and today we're going to be cutting out a wallet, and I'm really excited about this wallet too. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also working on a um what is it? I'm working on a strike for Olivia, and I finished edge painting yesterday. So this is going to be the tabs that go down on my bag that I'm working on. So I finished edge painting yesterday. I just need to clean up this one little dot right here, but I like how it came out. I haven't stitched it. I have a tendency of edge painting first before I stitch, because if my edge paint leaks a little bit, I can wipe it off immediately. But if it leaks onto stitching, you can't wipe that off. It's now absorbed in the stitching. So I have that done. As you can see, it's one seam, so it looks really sweet and clean. So it's going to be so when the straps go over onto the D-ring, this is how it's going to sit, and when you look at it, it's going to be nice and clean, and I'll have my top stitching on it, and it'll look really nice. So I'm really here for it. Oh yeah, no, well the flower print vinyl, I haven't got a respond back from the designer to say if it is or not there. So that, I'm sorry, I have no comment on where it is from yet. So um I use alcohol wipe. So yep, this is a very, very cute, and you could probably just scrape it off with your fingernail because it's on the top part. But yeah, it looks really cute. It's very nicely done. And you can see it's just double-sided tape holding it down. And I did that for all 4 straps. So I took this up to when I by the end of the day and I was settling down, I was doing this in between watching YouTube videos, and it dried really nice. And I wanted it to be not like thick and noticeable, but just noticeable enough that when people like panned in into the photos, they can see that it is a finished edge. And I have to just put a top coat. I usually don't put top coats on them, but this is such a thin material that I think I might. So that is it. Oh, it was vinyl. It's vinyl. It looks like it, but it's just vinyl. See? Double-sided tape. It's really nice vinyl too. I got it from Michael's. So, yeah, it's going against this moss green. It's gonna be chef's kiss. I haven't done this bag in a long time, so I'm going over reviewing the modifications that I taught people on Patreon like 2 years ago, and seeing what other things I want to tweak real quick. I'm hoping that I can finish this bag today and start on the third and final bag for the strike, because all of I think I think if I'm not mistaken that Olivia's round either starts Friday or Monday live. And all I have to tell you is that the bags that the team are making, they're all phenomenal. Like, I am so proud to be on that strike team. Like every single one of those strike members ate it up. Like they, oh my God. Like some of those, like some people made some bags so hard that I wanted to throw my phone down like a football and just scream out, "Woo!" Like it was, they're dope. They're dope. Have you ever just seen somebody else's bag that they made and you're just like excited, elated because you're like, their bag looks better than anything that can be out in the market. Like it, so yes, it's gonna be nice. You're gonna tackle the Chris Zara. Yes. I heard the Zara is really, really nice. I've seen it in person and I see a lot of people trying to do it right now. It's a good bag. It's very pretty. So, I'm going to be doing one that is an oldie but goodie. And then I'm going to do a Maggie 55 one the next, I think, on Wednesday. So I'm trying to tackle all these three so that way I can start I have one more commission I'm doing this weekend. I need to start working on the Nova Ween projects. I'm waiting for everything to start coming in so I can start doing the videos for that. Because my plan is to have all 13 videos done before the 17th of October. That's the plan. I think I'm going to be able to do it. So I will talk to y'all later. If you guys have any other questions, you can message me and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.